So this video is here to inform you guys. I'm hoping you can learn something from this video, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. What's one thing you hate? Is it food? A person? An action? Well, my big three things are when people ghost you, people who have no problem using your emotions against you to get what they want, and people who look down on others just because they're not the best looking, or if they're not popular enough. For me, that's something that I can't and won't stand for. If you don't want anything to do with a person, tell them. How are they going to know if you say nothing? And once you tell them that you don't want to be bothered with them, do not ask that person for favors, because that's not fair and it's not right. I would also recommend that you don't try to be friends with them, because that will probably cause more confusion and more problems down the line. So we're clear, this is not only just for girls or just only for guys. I am saying this from my own experience, but just know that this applies for everybody. I've had some friends that had their heart played by the certain group of girls when they have no intention of being anything more than friends. Sometimes they don't even want to be friends. They just see them as a tool that they can be used. The girls didn't tell them that because they knew if the guy moved on, they would lose any attention that those guys would give them, and they were desperate for any guy's attention. These girls knew that my friends liked them, and they used that to their advantage. I have heard girls talking about how this guy kept trying to talk to her. He said, "Good morning, how are you? You're looking really nice today." But she said,
"Well, I thought he was a nice guy, but I never respond to him. And then he started talking to another girl down the hall. And if he was really interested in me, he would have tried harder to get with me."
What type of bullcrap is that? This is a real conversation. I was sitting right behind these people in the lunchroom. My dear lady, what more can my guy do? If you are purposely ignoring him, plus, why are you talking smack about him to your friends? If you had no intention of being with this guy, why wouldn't you tell him that? He is trying to get to know you, but you don't have any interest. Tell him. Do not ghost him. And if he chooses to move on, you cannot get mad at him for doing that. And you shouldn't be talking bad about him behind his back. You didn't want anything to do with him, so he moved on. End of story. Let me give you an example from one of my many life stories. This takes place the beginning of junior year on campus, where my roommate and I was studying fundamentals of design. It was a really hard class, and most people didn't understand it. However, this class just made sense to me, and I understood what the teacher was teaching. My roommate, not so much. I pretty much carried him the whole class. I was so busy helping my friend out with his grade. My grade sort of suffered towards the end, and he actually got a better grade than me, but it's honestly okay because all the other class we took together, he pretty much carried me, so this was like the first time ever that I get to carry him in a class, and it felt really good. But that's not the point. The point is the class was really easy for me, and I was helping out a bunch of students in the class. Most of the stuff I was already doing because of YouTube, so I already had that advantage ahead of the class. So I saw this one girl, she was not happy or doing anything in class, so I offered to help her out and see if she needed anything. Not gonna lie, I thought she was really pretty, but I reached a point in my life that a relationship will be probably better after college. But if fate has other plans, who am I to judge? She could tell I had an interest in her, and she tried to use that to her advantage. Every time homework was about to be turned in, she would blow up my phone a bunch of time asking me for my homework. One day, I was walking out of the dining room area, and I saw her eating alone. Later that day, I texted her if she wanted to meet up for dinner, and of course, she ghosted me. But soon as homework was due the next day after that, guess who's texting me first? She completely ignored my last text. And I tried again probably 3 weeks later, and the same thing happens. So the next semester came around, and guess who's in my class again? She got a whole new number and transferred my number to her new phone, and the first thing she wants to talk about is homework. One day, I just ghosted her because after a while, you'll get tired of somebody only talking to you because they need something. She ghosted me each time I texted her. She, of course, asked about the assignment and she wanted to look at my paper so she can quote unquote understand how it's done. I ignored her and played Smash Brothers with my roommates. The next day in class, she pulled up a seat next beside me and said,
"Hey, I texted you yesterday. Did you get my message?"
"I'm sorry, I was busy."
"Oh, well, I was texting you to see if you wanted to hang out."
Did you guys see what she just did? Basically, a whole school year, I asked her if she wanted to meet up for lunch, something everybody does at least once a week on campus. She never had time, but soon as she sensed I was done responding to her, now all of a sudden, she has all the time in the world. The one time I didn't respond, she was trying to plant false hope in my head so she can continue to try to use me for my homework. Once this whole COVID-19 hit, everybody left campus. One roommate and I stayed because it was his last semester and I wanted to make sure that his last year would be a good one. We were still required to turn in our homework, and dear God, she blew up my phone every day about homework because she knew that I like to finish my homework early. Yes, I guess you can say I'm a type of nerd, always following the rules, turning in homework days in advance, like watching anime. Now, before you start judging me for watching anime, most of y'all watch The Bachelor, so you guys have no room to talk to me. She texted me every day, all day, 14 text messages in the span of 3 minutes. One day, she texted me all worried about this literature class assignment. And get this, she wanted me to do it for her. I finished literature sophomore year, so I told her I would do it. But I didn't do it. Once summer began, she completely stopped talking to me. The last conversation we had was if she wanted to take the crushes quiz. And of course, she ghosted me and left me unread. If you think this story is over, it's not. Because during the time of her texting me every day, I talked her into taking the hardest class where the teacher is super strict and is the worst teacher on campus. And the homework he gives out is impossible to get over a 65, unless you're me or my roommate. I told her that I would save all my homework for her to copy, and all those assignments I had are now all deleted. I know for a fact she won't pass over a D in the class. So good luck passing the class without my homework. Hey guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Before this video ends, I wanted to do a shout out for this amazing artist for this fan art of my character. It really means a lot to me. One of my biggest dreams was someone to make fan art of my characters, and this was just amazing. If you want to make fan art of my characters, please post them on Instagram and tag me in it so that I can see them and I'll be able to post them in the next video. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
I just wanna clear my mind. I am going for a ride, and like a bird I wanna fly above all my pain. Stepping on the pedal, I don't even wanna take my foot off. Oh no, doing 120 on a 65. It's the only time that I feel alive. When I'm speeding, oh yeah. I just wanna get everything out my mind. When I'm done riding, I know that I'll be fine. So rubber rolling down the road, you can watch me as I go. I'm speeding, driving like I'm leaving everything behind me. Yeah, speeding, yeah. Can't catch me, no, can't catch me. I'm flying, yeah, I'm flying.